Hey everyone, Christina here with Ginger Mama Tarot, coming at you, Scorpio Divine Feminines, with your extended Tarotscope for the month of August. Welcome. I'm so happy you're here. Thank you for being here. I'm I don't want to say frustrated, but a little bit, because Source had me do a reading for you, and they had me in a white t-shirt with jeans. It was like very laid back and this and that, and I was channeling the song "Have You Ever" by Brandy, and it was an interesting energy. And then right in the middle of that reading, it was like everything went off. The power went out in my house and everything else. And again, it was interesting. And then I thought I was changing outfits to do a different reading, but they were like, no, you're gonna redo the feminine Scorpio reading. I was like, okay, great. Like, I mean, it's frustrating, but I go with it. So please understand that right now, as we approach August, I think that you're leaving that energy of Cancer season, of that whole like mourning that loss of like, oh, do they love me? Do they not? You're kind of like, you know what? I'm choosing me. And good, you should. As we approach the first week of August, keep in mind that the moon will be in Libra, and then the moon will also be in Scorpio. She will be there. And, so just keep that in mind that first week, see how you feel. Uh, I feel like you're gonna have a lot of like flashes of insight as we approach the full moon on the 11th, which is in Aquarius, okay? So Aquarius is a fixed placement just like Scorpio is, and that might really bring up something in you. And as I was channeling for you, it is kind of this feeling like for both masculine and feminine placements, but especially feminine energy of like you're wearing the gown right now, right? Like it's kind of like you're adjusting your dress. Like as I do this, you're like, I know I am that. I am sexy, I'm divine, I'm woke, I'm lit, I am worthy of wearing the beautiful garments. But like you're trying to adjust to that, right? And own that. And understand that's completely normal on a spiritual ascension journey. And the other thing that's funny is as I got dressed, I did laugh. I was like, it's just it's a whole different life, right? It's a whole different feeling. It's a whole different life. So let's get into the cards and see what's going on with you right now for the month of August. Empress comes right out. There you go. Divine Feminine Scorpio placements. I am so proud of you. You are coming out as the Empress. You're fertile in your own expression of yourself. You're confident. You're sitting there. You're like, you know what? I know who I am. And like I said, you're wearing that dress. You've adjusted it a little bit, but you're like, no, I'm not going to take less than I am worth. I am not, look at this, going to take page or knight energy. And by the way, you should not. As we're in the month of August, make sure that if someone is kind of reaching out, this feels like no one will, by the way, but if they were to, make sure it's not that juvenile, petty bullshit energy. You've been around the block, you know. You don't take anything except emperor energy, right? And even kings at this point, you're like, eh, eh. We have pages, we have knights, we have kings, queens, and we have empresses and emperors. And there's only one empress, one emperor, and you are the empress. And understand the Page of Swords and Page of Pentacles. Pages are messengers. So I do not believe there will be communication this month for you from your Divine Masculine. And I think at this point you're okay with that. You're like, that's fine. No big deal. I got it. I know who I am. I'm settled in that. Like, I'm not worried about them. And good. Keep that up. That is imperative right now. Imperative. Yeah. You've balanced the scales of yourself. Justice here. You understand the justice you have coming towards you is in your financial endeavors, in your mission work, in how you serve the collective. And you're just moving forward with that. Knight of Cups here. You're just like, nope, I'm traveling forward with how I can serve the collective. I'm going to nurture myself and I'm going to nurture the collective instead of worrying about this weird, imbalanced masculine energy in my life. Keep doing that. Look at this. 3 of Wands and the 9 of Cups. Stop waiting on them. I feel like you're already doing it, but like continue to do that. Do not throw energy. Do not like engage in any energetic contact with them or 3D contact. Just keep sitting there pretty, focusing on yourself. You're like, I got this. I'm a Scorpio. And I have a Scorpio moon, you guys. I get it. So, as I discuss that energy, understand that as we hit the 22nd of August, we're heading into Virgo season. And right after that, on the 24th, we have a big shift, you guys. Uranus is in retrograde in Taurus, and that really demands from us. I mean, Virgo season as a whole demands for us to get organized, to get more methodical in how we're doing our day to day routines. But with this energy, especially being in Taurus, it's about responsibility and personal growth. And so ask yourself, whatever that thing is you're doing, that mission work, whatever it might be, that job, that endeavor, that creative endeavor, ask yourself, what are the wishes I've put out to the universe over the years? Because I always laugh by that. The same thing for me. It's like there were times where I was like, I want to be a news anchor, or I want to do this or that. And these things didn't pan out initially in my 3D, but through my awakening, I've realized, oh my gosh, Source is giving that to me. And again, that adjusting of the dress, right? Like the adjusting of like, oh, it's being given to me. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. But in a different way than what you expected. And that's okay. It's better than what you expected. Okay. Understand that. It's going to be better than what you envisioned. Okay. So please do not, I repeat, do not in the month of August get into your head about a love situation or other lovers, or don't. I just feel like you shouldn't start dating. You shouldn't anything right now. You should let that go. And by the way, August 11th, that full moon in Aquarius, a great time to let go of any fears, insecurities, doubt around love. And Aquarian energy is such collective energy that step into that mission of like, I am here to serve the collective, and I can find love and greatness and compassion and wholeness through service to the collective. And that doesn't mean there's not like romantic love or partnerships or sex coming for you at some point. But I just feel like this month, that's not it. Okay? That's not it. Also, roses might be extra significant, like especially orange. Like this is an orange rose, and you don't see those that often, right? That is what you are. Understand that roses are the highest vibrational frequency on the planet. A specific rose technically is, but I look at all roses as this vibrational frequency. Whether you have a female or a male body, if you see roses, that might be extra significant. That idea of like opening up and flowering. I feel like that's what you are doing. You're in the process of being like, I can open up to the collective, to the world in my authentic state. I hear a helicopter going off outside, which always to me is Source confirming. I can be me authentically. I can allow those deep parts of my subconscious to rise and spread and grow anew. And I will be accepted and held in that. And my dreams are only going to be better than whatever I imagined. Okay? As for that masculine you're thinking about, whether it's an air sign or not, this is air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, but it's also just a masculine that cannot make up their mind. They cannot be decisive as I do this right now. They cannot speak their truth, right? You don't need them. Why do you want that? Every time you're waiting on them, you have conflict. Whether it's energetically or in person, you know this. You know this. That person, that masculine, they're imbalanced as can be. Allow them to do their own journey, right? And hold your frequency. Be like, if you want the lower frequency of the lower chakras all imbalanced and fuck, fine, go ahead, take it. I'm taking the upper chakras, I'm moving on with my life, and I will be very, very happy in that, okay? Because I feel like some of you, it's just this, you're there, you've released, but like there's this tiny little piece of you where you're like, but maybe, and God's like, just stop asking. Yeah, look at this. Many of you have massive soulmate connections coming in. The star here. Connections that are going to be very, very healing. These could start out energetically, but they might be grounding into 3D very quickly. And understand, if you know it's a soulmate connection from Source, if you know that this person was sent to you as like a healing thing on your journey, it is completely okay to engage with that person. I know there's a lot of fear around that for especially divine feminine energy. Like, Can I have a sexual relationship with someone or this or that? Absolutely, you can, but only if you know you've done the healing work. Your chakras are opened, you're in alignment with source, and you know that this person coming in is really healthy for you, okay? They're going to help pour back into you. The Two of Cups is all about that. You know, whether it's a long-term thing or a very short thing, this is someone that is so healing. Could be Aquarian energy, doesn't have to be, but the star there, that is all about healing. They see you as the star, you see them as the star. This is just some beautiful energy here, okay? So don't push that away, okay? But I'm telling you right now, speak your truth, okay? Keep going forward or you're going to be in a tower moment. Do not allow that. Tower reverse. I feel like this month you're not going to have any tower moments if you can continue to pull away from that counterpart, that lesson, that twin, you know, pull away, trust that God's going to deal with their shit and you are just going to focus on you. Whatever that is, your money, your coin, this relationship, Five of Pentacles here, you're not going to be left out in the cold when it comes to love. You're not, period. Not. God's going to make sure of it. You're too much of a badass, amazing human being. You're not going to be. So that's interesting. Download with love, right? And adjusting your dress. I feel like, again, I keep doing this and I know, I feel like it's weird. It keeps falling. I'm barely moving. It's just like, that's what I feel like you're doing this month. You're adjusting these tiny little details. You already have the dress on. You're already beautiful. You're already gorgeous. You've already done all the work. But there's these super tiny things you need to adjust, okay? And continue to do that. Okay, some of it's going to be in love. Some of it's going to be in the way you view these new soulmates coming forward. The way you handle that. Are you able to dip into that and explore that and be sensual in that and love that? And B, it's going to be a lot about your finances, about your forward progression in your mission work. And the end of the month is going to be a great time in Virgo season to tap into that, okay? We have the new moon in Virgo on the 27th, and that's a great time to set the official intentions, to be like, this is what I want, God. I surrender. I accept my mission. I accept my work. Use me as a vessel. Use me as a vessel in the ways that you want. And dream big, you guys. Dream big. You are going to be grand and beautiful. You're going to have what you want. I think so often people, they look to the past or they have these limiting beliefs, but look at this. Five of Cups reversed. Stop grieving the past. Look to the future. You're out of it. You're done. Do not have another month of this. Don't do it, Scorpios. Don't. You have the strength to manifest anything you want this month. Anything. Okay? So go for it. I am going to quickly pull one or two animal spirit cards. I feel like animals might also be significant for you this month. That Leo comes out. Be generous of spirit. Again, we're in Leo season with the other lion card. Just channel that energy of the lion. The seahorse spirit, watch and wait. Again, just watch. I feel like it's not you. No, it's not you. Other people are watching you and waiting on something. Maybe your masculine's waiting for you to communicate or whatever. Or maybe the collective is just watching you and waiting for you to possibly fail, maybe succeed, who knows. But you need to watch and wait how beautiful you're going to be. That's the big thing that we need to take away from this. I feel like you don't believe it yet. You are a butterfly coming out of this cocoon. And that's the thing. Your wings are wet and you're kind of adjusting a little bit. You're like, here it comes, transformation is beautiful. And you're realizing that. You're like, okay, I'm about to fly. You're about to fly. I assure you, so high, you have no idea. It's going to be so beautiful. Scorpio, divine feminines, I'm so proud of you. Keep going. The owl spirit is also coming out. You see clearly now. You see clearly now that the number one thing is you and your connection with source and the collective. Service to the highest and greatest good of the human collective. It is not about that masculine. It is not about them. I love all of you. I hope this resonated with you. If so, please feel free to subscribe. You can also visit my blog for more information on the twin flame journey. But dear spirit too, bring a gentle touch. Anyone you're around, I encountered a homeless man this evening, and this happens often for me. And it was like, I bought him dinner, some carry out, and I talked to him, and it was like, he was like, people always get nervous, like, oh, this woman's being really nice, but what do I do? And I just touched him on the shoulder. I said, thank you for talking to me and this and that. And he gave me a look like, why are you thanking me when you just, I'm like, because this was a clear mutual beneficial energy exchange. So also maybe focus again on that service to the collective, that service to people less fortunate than you. Okay? You're wearing the dress for a reason. You're a butterfly for a reason, and you need to share that with the collective. I love all of you. I will see you in September for your September reading.